Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. This is Abbasi here. Today we will discuss very important topic related to 10th class O level, that is the fractional distillation of the crude oil. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. These are the contents of the day. What do you mean by the crude oil? Composition of the crude oil, fractional distillation of the crude oil, how it works, and uses of the each fractions of the crude oil. This is the main important topic. Yes, crude oil is a mixture. It contains the hundreds of the different compounds, some small and some extremely large, and this is the mixture of basically hydrocarbons, organic compounds, or we can say that it is the mixture of the hydrocarbons. Nearly all these compounds contain carbon and hydrogen, as I right now told, that are called as the hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are molecules that contain carbon and hydrogen only, like methane, CH4. This is an organic compound, or hydrocarbon contains carbon and hydrogen. These compounds they are present in crude oil, and they can be separated by the fractional distillation. Now, what is the composition of the crude oil? What it contains? It contains fuel gas, petrol, naphtha, kerosene oil, diesel, fuel oil, and bitumen also. So which is in higher quantity, that is fuel oil. Look at this one. Now the fractions. What are the fractions, and what is fractional distillation? How we can separate these mixtures? Crude oil is split into fractions using the fractional distillation, and here crude oil is heated and pumped into the bottom of a tall tower containing different trays where these fractions can be separated. Compounds, these are two very important points. Compounds with low boiling points rise towards at the top of the tower, and where they can be condensed and collected, and the compounds with higher boiling point condense lower in the column. They will be collected at the end. This is the main important rule of the fractional distillation, that it is worked on the basis of the boiling points. Thus each tray contains liquids, different fractions of the, and they have the different boiling points. The liquid on each tray is continuously pumped away, that can be collected. Now, how it works, the fractional distillation? This is the main working of the fractional distillation. We will insert the crude oil at the bottom, and then we will heat it also, and then when they will be heated, they will be collected at the top. Those which are having the low boiling point, they can be collected at the top, and those which are having the high melting point, they can be collected at this point. So this is the main, we can say that, function of the fractional distillation. It works in this way. Now, what are different fractions? As I have told you earlier, that fuel gas at the top, then petrol, naphtha, kerosene oil, diesel fuel and lubricating oil, and at the end bitumen can be collected. So these are different fractions of the crude oil. Now we will discuss very important topic, very important slide, that what is the use of each fraction. Like fuel gas, that can be, what is the use of the fuel gas? That can be used as a source for cooking, that is burned in the refinery to fuel the distillation process, which is used in the distillation process, and as a solid as LPG, and purified and sold at bottle campaign gas. So this is the use of the fuel gas. Then petrol or gasoline, that is the they all are mostly, you can say, they are the fuel for cars, motorcycles, and also it is used to make some chemicals. Petrol. Then naphtha, it is used to make different chemicals. Paraffin oil or kerosene oil, that is fuel for the greenhouse heaters and jet engines, fuel for aeroplanes, and it is also used for the manufacture of different chemicals. But this is the very important use. You have to remember this one, which are in red color. So it is used for the fuel for the jet engines or aeroplanes. Then diesel fuel, which is used for the fuel for the lorries, trains, and buses. Then fuel and lubricating oil, that is also the fuel for heating system of the large buildings, fuel for ships, and it is also used as a lubricating oil. Last one, bitumen, which is collected at the end and which has the high boiling point. It is used for roofing and mending the road surfaces. This is the use of the bitumen. So these are the different fractions and their uses. This is the main topic in your syllabus, but before that I gave you some concept related to these topics. Now these fractions: fuel gas, number of carbons, how many carbon it contains, 1 to 4. Petrol, 5 to 10. Naphtha, 8 to 12. Paraffin, kerosene, 10 to 16. And diesel, 14 to 22. 20 to 70 fuel and lubricating oil. Last one, bitumen, more than 65. So this was the important you can say that topic related to the crude oil and the we can say petroleum. So I hope you understood this topic. This is very important topic. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.